Columbia, South Carolina, they don't call it famously hot for nothing. And yet again, we're at another uberly hot afternoon at Sessions Field. And it is time for CIU soccer. Tonight, we will see yet again another doubleheader. For the women, they'll take on JUCO powerhouse Polk State Eagles, while the men at 7 o'clock will take on Bruton Parker College as they head into their final games before they go into conference play. Hello everyone, my name is Justin Belk, and if last time you were here, it was a very dramatic game to be exact. Dramatic would be just an understatement as the Rams continue their winning ways at home with a 1-0 OT victory over the Warriors of Southern Wesleyan. Now Monday, they went on the road against Piedmont International and was no dramatics there as they cruised to a 4-0 victory. And with a battle undefeated set to go in a couple seconds, we'll see if the Rams continue their winning ways before they head into AAC play. And just shortly be Dr. Byer, your PA announcer that will lead you to the warm-ups, lineups, and prayer, and we'll get the game started. Temperatures have been in about the mid-90s all week here in Columbia, so hopefully teams have been hydrated and going to get ready to go. Potentially, you may see some water breaks throughout the course of this game, considering that it is 5 o'clock and there's high temperatures around. And not the only school in Columbia that's also competing. You have Carolina across the river at Willie B competing against Georgia. Doesn't look good over there, but hopefully the Rams continue to winning ways, sitting at 4-0. The Polk State Eagles sitting at 2-0 after wins over Weber International and Southeast Illinois. And on August 10th, they'll still stay in the Carolina area where they'll take on Spartanburg Methodist. So about the same starting lineup they had from Saturday's game over Southern Wesleyan. In the backfield, they're going to have Edwards, Rickenbacker Dupree, I believe Angel Simpson. Kylie Chandler started the first game, but they're going to make a switch. Rebecca Reinhardt gets her second start. Now it's Reinhardt who assisted Alana Batterman in the last home win over Southern Wesleyan. So they're going to keep that, potentially have Chandler switch in throughout the rest of this course. So just a couple seconds. Here we go. Rams versus Eagles. Game 1 of 2 of our home doubleheader. That'll be Gutierrez set to kick off. Waiting on the ref's call. Small calm before the storm. As waiting on the ref's whistle. A little bit over 5, and we're underway. The Rams look to conquer a 5th straight opponent as the Rams look to take their time. And that short pass from Campbell didn't go well, as now it's Kyle was able to find the offensive. Oh, the Chiliones is Hernandez still in trouble. Keeps possession. Looks to slow, take her time. Kyle, the freshman, is doing exceptionally well. But that was Maddie Campbell stepped in the way of Batterman. Switches to the right side. Looking for Alatonin. And smart play by the back line of Dupree and Simpson. And the battle between 10s. Edwards with a header. Gutierrez. Just a bit of a back and forth battle. Looking to keep things slow, hopefully not do too much considering with the temperature. Rickenbacker sends it downfield for Chiliones. That one's picked up by Van Dudecum. And a nice opening for the Eagles. And just like that, we got the first goal of the game. And just 2 minutes in, Polk State gets on the board. As the Rams have now allowed just their second goal all season. So 1-0 goes to the Eagles. Now here's Gentry Mickelson. Get past Rickenbacker. Back line is able to defend it away. Headed in. And Womack steps up for the save. Hernandez in trouble. They're going to call a foul on the Eagles. They're going to give it to the Rams. So not where the Rams want to be. Down early. Or down 1 this early in the game. And when the Rams free kick, hopefully to readjust. Hopefully it was just a wake-up call. Getting themselves back into the game. Miller drops back to Kyle, but Gutierrez was there just in time. Switches it over for Batterman. Matty Campbell. Finds a teammate, Chilionis. On the defense, 41-07. Drops back. On the left side, Isaiah rolls out. And Eagles with a quick throw in. Short one intended for Chilionis. Now picked up by the Eagles. And that was intended for Campbell, but Rickenbacker on the stop. Kyle around midfield. Sends in midfield. Drops back. Middle on the right side. And that's one step by Campbell. Batterman. Edwards gets it out. Now here's Rickenbacker. Another stop by the Eagles. Looking to get back in possession. And Deering briefly lost control, but was able to get it back. Rava finds Campbell on the left side. And don't forget, at 7 o'clock, the men will be on the field to take on. It'll be whiteout as the men will look to debut their new white kicks, as the women did back against Southern Wesley. But now here comes Batterman on the right side, looking for Hernandez. Is headed away by the Eagles. Edwards moves up from the back line and looking to find an opening. Miller can't get past one. Oh, they're going to call it foul. That was on Kaya, sophomore from Palm Harbor, Florida. Kyle, that one's high. And Custer is able to snatch it out the ground. or out the air per se. .37:04 remaining. Eagles up by 1. Kyle now drops it back to Dupree. Back to Edwards. Gets it past Campbell. They said she stepped out, so Eagles will get yet another throw in. Brigham Beck with a nice move, able to get past the defender. This one rolls out. The Rams will get another throw in. So we're on Rams Athletics so far this week. The women were to take on Reinhardt in their first ever AAC conference game. They did fall to Reinhardt on the road, but they took on NCAA Division II opponent Fort Valley State, and they were able to split their 2-game series with them. So congrats to the Rams on that one. And Edwards is able to make a great stop there on what could have been a 2-0 deficit for CIU. 35-12 remaining. And as for men's cross country, their meet on September 29th that was intended to be at the Citadel has now been changed. They will now head up to Spartanburg to take on the Upstate and several Division I teams there. While October 6th, they will still travel to 20 minutes over to take on the Columbia College Invite, as Womack had a great save on a corner kick by Polk State. Campbell with a near stop. Campbell shrieks it away. Batterman was looking for Hernandez, gets the touch. Now finds Chilionis, switches it over to the left side for Reinhardt. Gonna keep her feet still and took a tumble as the Eagles will get yet another throw in. Edwards finds Batterman up against Campbell. Mill on the right side, sending for Chilionis, but it's quickly stopped by Robert as the keeper. Sends it back out. Sends it that field, but just a little bit too much of the Rams taking a throw in. And Rickenbacker falls as Edwards is able to knock it out of bounds. 31:04 remaining in the first half. And looks like Womack will now take the kick. And possession battle. Says it to Atonin. Knocked away. Like the assistant coach almost had a hand on it before it sailed over the fences. So a couple substitutions have been made. For the Eagles, it's Brianna Case, a sophomore from Lake Mary, Florida. While for the Rams, Rebecca Jacana has checked in, and so has Kylie Chandler. Headed away by Hernandez. As dangerous territory is able to clear it out. Campbell with a touch. Case sends it back to Eagles. Wait, another opportunity to try and score. And Chilion is able to get it away to Kyle. Campbell read that very well. Has one on the left side. Outside for, I believe, Gutierrez. Batterman with the stop. Here's Giancana. Showing us in a bit of a collision. Sends it down. It's no use as Polk State gets another throw in. 26-11 is Chandler. Throws it out to Hernandez. And so far the Rams have had some trouble moving upfield so far against Polk State. So for the Eagles, Taylor DeShane is checked in for Campbell. And DeShane, a freshman from Jacksonville, Florida. Finds Batterman. Wasn't looking. Now she is. Here's Chandler on the right side. Looking for opportunity. Has two up on her left side. Sends it down, but just short. As it rolls out. And Chandler will get another crack at a throw-in. Batterman looking for Miller. As Edwards takes her time. Probably going to drop back to the keeper, and does so. Great job by Edwards, able to turn around as John on the left side. Drops back for Simpson. Has Batterman. Gionis. Try to get past one. DeShane. Now back to Politis. Headed away by Chandler. Shot to the left side. So Pilates is now out off the pitch in for Alexis Smith. As we the goal kick for Womack. Quick 1-2 by the Eagles. Nice send down the left side. Hernandez collides with one. Crossing inside. Dupree able to get it away. High shot and a nice save by Sam Womack, the senior. 21-14 to go. Eagles still up by one. And a nice move by Batterman on the right side. Gileonis. Here's Simpson, sends down the left side for Giancana. Couldn't cross it enough to get it back to center field, so it'll be another goal kick for Polk State. Batterman drops, finds Edwards. And Pugh is also checked in for Polk State. Was ready to strike as they were dropping the ball back. In trouble, knocked away, and another throw in for the. So a little bit under 20 minutes, 18:35. So it looks like we're going to get our first water break of today's game. And the weather is probably going to play a huge factor in this afternoon's game. Probably won't for the men's, but for the women's is indeed about the low to mid 90s today so far. Temperatures have peaked for in the city of Columbia. Wow, my ears are fat sweaty. Feels like my ears are in a pool. All right, both teams are looking to get back on the field following the water break, and now it's been a throw-in by Polk State as we're now about 18 to go in the first half. And for the first time all season, Farnsworth's Rams are down thanks to an early goal just 2 minutes into the game. Oh, Chicana gets a touch, finds Miller, now Chilionis. Drops, finds Kyle to Simpson on the left side. And it's been thwarted away. Chandler and Pugh. Dupree on the left side. And the Eagles, with great speed, gets it in, deflected by Dupree. Simpson kicks it away. It looks like it came off the Eagles, so the Rams will get another throw in. On the left side, here's DeShane. Quickly passes it back. Batterman looks to hold possession, trying to find a way to move up, and here's Chandler. Well, nice pass down, and the keeper to get it before Batterman does.
The Batterman picks it.
And the keeper is able to kick it out this time. Oh, and a push by Pugh to Chandler as the Rams will get a free kick. Headed away, Chicana with a touch and a shot, and it's saved by Hannah Custer. And Custer, the freshman from Brazil, with a great save and shutting down the Rams' opportunity to equalize the game with about 15 minutes to go in the first. Say it came off CIU last. Pugh throws it, or sorry, DeShane will throw it in. Sends it to Pugh on the left side. Dupree shrieks, crosses it, looking to get it out. Deflected off Simpson. As Pugh, it goes off top, it'll be a goal kick. Kyle with a shot. Oh, just so close. Giancana couldn't get a touch on it, but a nice pass downfield by Taylor Kyle. And another whistle blown. Free kick coming up for Polk State. 12:31 to go now. And knocked away by Dupree. And also checked in earlier that I missed was Dorothy Alvarado. So it looks like Daisy Starling has checked onto the pitch for Angel Simpson. The freshman will look to get some minutes in. Thrown in, and that was intended for Starling. Starling in the battle with Alvarado. And a missed shot by Kaya. Deflected away. Hernandez trying to get a touch. Alvarado slips, still keeps possession. Kyle fights it back from her. It's a battle between Lewis and it was Batterman Hernandez. Rams get called offsides. First call. Offside call from either team today so far. 10:26 to go. Edwards to Chandler. Luis Ruggiano is there with the stop. Sends it midfield. Womack quickly picks it up. 10:05. High and short. Lewis pushes away Batterman. Wins the physical battle. Giancana shrieks down the left, right side of the field. Chandler with a chip pass. That was intended for Starling. It sails out to Shane, looks to throw it in with another substitution. So Sam Gutierrez back on the pitch for Zamara Lewis Ruggiano as she checks out. Pugh sent down. Here's Boosbun. And Womack sprints out to grab his save. And for Polk State, that's their third. So far, they 3 shots on goal. One of them was an early goal. Womack, that was short. That sails out. CIU gets another chance. So Gentry Mickelson comes off, and in comes Maddie Campbell. And for Campbell, she has given a lot of their strikers and midfielders trouble. Alvarado trying to get past Hernandez. Budsman, Campbell gets a touch. Here's Miller, sends it out to Starling. What a nice send intended for Batterman, but it was DeShane who's able to close the door on that. Now here's Maddie Campbell on the left side. Edwards is not fooled and wins the battle there. And a header. And got it away to Case. And Custer. Just a bit short. Wind really took a lot of that one from Womack's kick. Campbell, her header went just left and out. So Losi will get her first minutes in tonight. She'll take in for Giancana. 5:13 to go in first. And Womack drills this one over the midfield. Batterman gets the bounce, goes left. Makes the turn. And that one's deflected away. And Hernandez wins it. Bit of a back-to-back mini headers between Batterman and a defender. A lot of whistle blowing. Looks like it'll be called on the Eagles. A little physical play there between both teams. Nice one there to Miller. Gets past one. Finds the middle for Batterman with a finish. And there's your equalizer. All right, Batterman. ties this thing up at 1-1. And after the first goal they conceded, they took their time, and finally it was the senior Batterman gets it past Custer, and with 3:11 to go in the first half, we're deadlocked at 1. Sends it down to Campbell. And that's stopped away by Chandler. Great defensive effort by Kylie Chandler, the freshman. Here's Starling. Up towards midfield. Gets it to Losey. Alvarado gets it away from the senior. Finds left side to Campbell with a touch. Can she finish? Oh, so close. That shot goes wide to the right. Eagles keep it in. 2:30 to go. Gutierrez with a long shot. Her pass to Campbell. Starling trying to get past Deshane. Or she looks for Chandler. Campbell. It's Campbell and Chandler. And a whistle blown. And they're going to call it on Kylie Chandler. So Polk gets the free kick with about 2 minutes to go in the first half. Around the middle, just high over the crossbar.
Let's go, Real!
Throws it into the pre. Switches it back to Edwards. Hernandez fighting hard. And a whistle blown. Yeah, you get another warning given as we head into the final minute. That'll be another free kick for CIU. Edwards will take the kick here. Finding Hernandez on the right side. Starling, or it's Batterman. She makes the move, gets the touch first. Can she stay in bounds? And Custer easily picks it up. Less than 30 seconds to go. Dupree sails it out in the final 10 seconds of the first half. Miller kicks it as time expires, just short as we've reached the end of the first half, but we're deadlocked at 1 thanks to a late goal by Alana Batterman. Stick around, we'll see you guys in the second half. And welcome back as we're heading into this. And welcome back as we head into the second half of play between the Rams and the Polk State Eagles. If you just missed the first half, it was the Eagles that got on board early, just 2 minutes in, but late in the first half was the senior Alana Batterman was able to get a shot on the right side past Custer to equalize this game. And here we are, deadlocked at 1 as we begin the second half of play. Looks like they're going to keep their starters from first half back on, and they will. So kickoff has started. CIU will get it on the going. Actually, Giancana is actually going to start the second half. And then there's Edwards, Dupree, Reinhardt in the backfield. And Chilionis. And then Batterman and Hernandez up front. It looks like the Eagles are about to take the same 11. It looks like they kept their same 11 out. Well, back in, per se. Reinhardt tries to get past Politis.
You got it, Becca.
Batterman makes the first move. And Giancana trying to get past Campbell. Rickenbacker, another throw-in. And it looks like they're going to make a switching goal by the Eagles. Womack stays in, but this time it's going to be Celeste Childs, a freshman from Port St. Joe, who will be in goal for Polk State.
Let's go, Ram! Good play, Seti!
Dupree with a nice stop there.
Yes, Becca!
And sent away by Reinhardt. Sends it down to the right side. Here comes the Eagles. And across. Gutierrez can get there in time. Deflection high, shot to the right. And that sails right as it will be a goal kick for CIU. And a nice header. Dupree gets there. A nice move by Dupree. And Dupree still keeps it. And held her ground. Hernandez with a shot down. And now headed back by Polk State. Kyle wins the ball back for the Rams. Sends it down to Jacana. It's Jacana and Campbell on the sprint. Jacana gets there first. Crosses it. And Childs scoops it up. 40:08 to go in the second half. Still deadlocked at 1 if you're just joining us. Game 1 of our doubleheader. As after this, you'll still stay on our live stream at 7 o'clock. The Rams, or the men's team, will take on Bruton Parker College following the conclusion of this game. And a shot just off the crossbar for Polk State. And Kyle clears it out. Starling is able to force her to send it to the left sideline, and the Rams look to get it back, and so does by way of Soti Chilionis. But now here's Gutierrez. Sends it to the right side for Politis. And Starling. Politis Womack runs inside, picks it up. And a nice header by Campbell. Up. Here goes Chilionis. Looking for Batterman. But with a nice turn by Polk State, and they get it back to Childs. Hernandez gets a touch. With a chance. Oh, so close, but it goes just behind the goal. So Eagles with a near chance to score. Starling couldn't get a piece of it. Rolls out and be thrown in by the Eagles. 35:58 remaining. So another free kick for CIU coming up. A nice send. Womack once again picks it up. Becca forces Campbell to touch it last. It rolls out. Rickenbacker to throw. Sends it down. Comes out the box. Womack. And that one sails out, so Womack dodged a bullet there, stepped out, and could have been an easy goal for Polk State as their shot just sailed a little bit over too high. And with 34:06 to go in the second half, we're deadlocked at 1. Good header by Kaya. Here's Kyle. Sends it for Batterman. Batterman makes the sprint and does so. Trying to get around Deering. Looks like we got 2 substitutes coming in. Looks like that's Miller and Chandler. So Chandler will come in for Reinhardt. Miller comes in for Starling. And deflection, the Rams trying to find an opportunity to take the lead. And pretty much put in the spin cycle. Kyle finds Batterman. Lewis sends it down.
Doing great, Alana, let's go!
Sends it down to Childs. Short one given to Jacana. Giancana with a chance. Looking for Chilionis with a shot. Deflected. And Childs dodged the bullet there. Really didn't get a foot on that kick. That was nearly sent in by Chilionis. Hernandez keeps it in possession for CIU. Now here's the senior Edwards making a move. Finds Miller. Deflected off Chandler. Oh, and Chilionis slips on the ball. And they're going to call offsides. Batterman looking for Jacana. Gets one touch in the box, and the Eagles clear it away. Less than 30 minutes to go in regulation. Apologies there. 29-13 to be exact. And we're still deadlocked at 1. Substitution made by Polk State. There comes Taylor DeShane. She'll check back in. She did that last in the first half. Kyle comes shrieking, sends it down the line. It's Luis Ruggiano. And it's Giancana and Campbell back at it again in the foot race. Giancana calls, so it'll still be their possession. 27:50 remaining. Simpson checks back in. She'll come in for Jacana. Jacana is probably fatigued, very tired. She has really pushed herself in both halves. And the weather is going to play a factor. Chilionis couldn't get there as going to be a corner kick. So the Rams get their first corner kick of the game. That'll be Taylor Kyle to kick. High, and Childs gets up in the air and snatches it out. Stopped by Rickenbacker. That one's high. It's going to be a Chandler Dupree, and it's Chandler. And a nice one over to Miller. Miller back to Hernandez. And back to the back line of Edwards, 25 minutes now. And a nice pass to Miller. Oh, finds Chilionis with a chance to take the lead. And a shot deflected from Childs. And they're going to say it's a corner kick. And the junior with opportunity, and Childs makes the save. But the Rams get another corner kick. Makes the kick high, headed just over the goal. Polk State gets another goal kick, 24-47. After Chilionis nearly made it to 1. Alvarado checked in the pitch for Polk State, as well as Rhiannon Pugh. Short kick again. Stopped by Simpson. Kyle gets it back. Here's Hernandez. And they take their time. Gets it to Dupree. Finds Chandler on the left side. Oh, that was nearly knocked away by Batterman. Miller trying to touch, that's deflected. Hernandez gets a piece of it. Now here's Simpson on the right side, and Campbell quickly gets there in time and knocks it out. And it looks like the Eagles will take the throw in here. Case finds DeShane. And it's picked up by Edwards. Edwards makes the move. Sends it upfield. Campbell safely gets there. Or they're going to let it go out, so it'll be a goal kick for Polk State, as Childs looks to drill this one away. Looks like we're having a water break, 22 minutes on the dot. So 22 minutes to go in regulation as we're deadlocked at 1. And now we're resuming play following that second water break of the game. 21:51 remaining now in regulation. And a stop. Dupree gets it away. Hernandez gets it out to Simpson. Deflects off the face of Chilionis. And sprinting down the field is Batterman. Gets past one. Finds opening. Childs picks it up just a little bit too much. Was intended for Miller, who looked to finish that past the keeper. Finds a throw. Hernandez sprints. Knocks it away. Ooh. Gutierrez may ducked at the right time. Try to get a foot on the ball. Couldn't. Both fall. Ref has not blown a whistle. Will not blow a whistle. Gutierrez sends it. And a nice touch on the ball by Kylie Chandler. Gutierrez high. And is short as Womack easily reads it. Crosses it to Hernandez. Lewis Ruggiano finds Pugh. Now this is Shane. And nobody home at all, so it'll be a goal kick for Womack and the Rams. Sends it downfield. Chilionis makes the sprint. So does Simpson. That one sails out, and Byer, the PA announcer, gets a hold of it. Throw in CIU by way of Chandler. Chandler short to Case. Now back to Lewis. Hernandez gets past Gutierrez, drops it back to Kyle. Chandler not there in time, as we have two substitutions for Polk State. So Kyle and O'Brien have now checked in for Polk State. 17-14 to go. And Chandler gets a nice foot on it as Chilionis heads it. And Hernandez with a nice step in. Here's Simpson. Oh, trying to get past Miller. Does so. Simpson. And it rolls out, trying to figure out who's going to touch it last. They say Polk did, so another throw in for Simpson. Rickenbacker. Dupree in trouble, drops it back to Edwards. Kyle on the right side, Rickenbacker. Sends it downfield for Batterman. Batterman comes shrieking down. In trouble, and the Rams clear it away.
How much was that? See, even he knows.
Here's Batterman again. Over to Kyle. Less than 15 to go in regulation. Good touch by Chilionis. Here's Lewis. Trying to get past Hernandez. Here's Case. And picked up once again by Sam Womack. Another header. Batterman makes a move. Plucked it away as the Rams will get a chance to move upfield. So Reinhardt comes in for Rickenbacker. And it looks like Farnsworth's trying to get one more in. Oh, she'll have to wait. Looks like that's Shankana looking to come back into the pitch and potentially get a goal in before. Oh, there it goes. So out comes Simpson, in comes Shankana. Looks to take the left side now. Remember, Reinhardt was the same one who assisted Batterman on the game-winning goal over Swoo in OT. 13:08 remaining. And the Rams have been in this position before. Hopefully, to win this equalizer battle, they've done so well since the 40th minute of the first half. But the Eagles still have speed, and one mistake from the Rams back line could spell trouble for CIU. Taylor Kyle trying to get past a defender of Case. Another back more possession to Polk State. And Miller gets past one. Sends it downfield, stopped by the Eagles. Here's Shankana. Gets it to Batterman on the right side. Sends it to Shankana. Up the middle. With a chance to score. Oh, so close. It hits the right side. Still deadlocked at 1. And the Eagles dodge another huge bullet. The first one was earlier in the second half with Chilionis. So 11:15 to go in regulation. And a goal kick for Childs. And at this point, the Rams have to stay patient, not get frustrated off those close goals, and just keep pushing. Now here's O'Brien Mickelson. And that shot was off to the right side, and it will go out. And Chandler will throw it in. Moves downfield. DeShane sends it, intended for Kaya. Edwards gets there. Lewis nearly had a chance, stopped away by Miller. Now here's Kaya. Has to drop it back. Goes right, stopped by Chandler. Less than 10. And Giancana sprints down, trying to get past DeShane. It goes out, and they're going to give it to the Rams. And a collision between Mickelson and Dupree. And they're going to call it on Dupree as the Eagles get a free kick. 8:42 to go in regulation. We're still deadlocked at 1. If you're just joining us, keep in mind, after the conclusion of this game, the men will take the field, debut their new white kits as they will battle against, they won't. I actually heard from sources they will not. So still Nike uniforms, and they will take on Bruton Parker. Thankful for various sources. They really get you through a lot of things, don't they? 8:08 remaining. Dupree gets it away and sends it. And a nice save by Womack. Very close there. Lewis sprinting for the ball to stay in bounds and can't get there in time. And what a great move and a great decision by Womack to step up and save the ball on what could have been disastrous play. Here's O'Brien. Shot deflected by Hernandez. Here's the junior Chilionis. Sends it down for Batterman. Batterman makes the move. Up on the right side of the field. Crosses it for Jacana. That's headed away by Deering. Mickelson up against Dupree again. Mickelson with another chance. Could she finish it here? With a spin move and knocked away by Dupree. Can the Rams clear it out? Drops it back. Headed away by Edwards. And Chandler easily reads it. Miller. Back to Chandler. Giancana. Miller just around midfield. And a battle with Case won that one. And it rolls out as the Eagles could have quick throw in. And a whiff by Case. Miller drops it back to Dupree. 5:09 remaining in regulation. And pretty much a header battle between both via Polk Eagles. Now here's O'Brien. Can she get past Edwards? Sends it to Politis. It goes out. We're looking for the call. It'll be a corner kick for Polk State. And fatigue potentially reaching Kyle. Had to stretch out a bit. Being with 90-degree weather for most of this game and with the sun starting to set down a bit. And potentially overtime. Campbell. Campbell keeps it with a shot just outside. Less than 5 to go. And Womack will look to drill this one away. It finds Chilionis. She gets one good touch on it. Takes her time. Referee takes a step back. Has a man on. Finds Edwards. And Dupree with a great slide at the right time and keeps it in play for the Rams. Chilionis. And gets it away. Stopped again by O'Brien. And a nice send-off on the right side. And way high over top of the crossbar. As it had that, wow, words are not getting there. Stress levels are starting a little bit higher here in Sessions Field. 2:30 remaining in regulation. And a goal kick for the Rams. So Reinhardt comes out in favor of Rickenbacker. And will probably be the last substitution of this half. Stepped away by Dupree. Way to step in there. Here's Kai on the right side to O'Brien, but it's Chandler. And is able to guard O'Brien away from making a cross. Less than 90 seconds to go. Do the Rams have any more late game dramatics in them? We'll find out shortly. Baker with a nice header. Now here comes Lewis. Less than a minute. And a very, very close call there. So another goal kick for CIU. 55 seconds to go. And deflected off Giancana, fighting for the ball. Chandler gets there, and it sails out. Less than 30 seconds. Polk State with a chance to make one last move. And it's missed. Here's Gentry Mickelson. Dupree makes a sprint. And Dupree plays smart. Doesn't stab, and it rolls out. And the clock strikes 0, and for the second time in the last 3 games, your Rams are heading to OT. Stick around, just 5 minutes. We'll have a 10-minute period of overtime. We'll explain the rules when we get back to you in just a second. And welcome back. We're heading into the OT period for the second time in 3 games. The last time we were in OT for the Rams, it was a late goal in OT by Lana Batterman to seal the win over Southern Wesleyan. Now here are the rules. If you do not know, it is a 10-minute golden goal period. So whoever scores wins. No ifs, ands, or buts. If neither team scores after 10 minutes, it will end in a draw. If both teams undefeated, they want to walk off this field with a victory. So let's see if the Rams can pull it off yet again as the students and fans are starting to pile up a little bit more. And once again, following conclusion of this game, the men will take the field versus Bruton Parker a little bit after this game concludes. And now we have officially kicked off OT. Next score wins. Oh, Miller keeps it. Sends it to Batterman. She took the game winner last time and nearly had a chance. Campbell could not stay in. Rams with a quick throw in. Rickenbacker finds Batterman, crosses it. And they call offsides. So it looks like they're going to keep Childs in at goal for this one. Womack stays in as well. Short. Here's Batterman on the right side. Pass 2. Cross it to Chilionis. Chilionis with a shot. That was deflected. Batterman keeps it in play. And a great pass, stop by Ronhart. And a whistle blown, free kick heading towards CIU. 7:49 remaining in OT. Hernandez drops back to Kyle. Deflected again by the Eagles. Kyle on a nice send off the left side to Gentry Mickelson. And Mickelson's shot goes left, and it'll be a goal kick for CIU. And a nice stop by Kaya, but could not keep it in, so Rickenbacker takes the throw in. Rickenbacker finds Batterman. Campbell throws it in. Rickenbacker with the stop. Ball still in play. 5:53 to go in OT. Here's Miller. Midfield to Giancana. Drops back. Finds Giancana with a chance. Childs comes out of the box and scoops it up. Here's Miller. 5:08 to go. Campbell with a crucial stop there. And Kaya gets a foot on it, makes the move, and a nice stop by Rickenbacker. That was sended, intended for Gentry Mickelson. Gentry Mickelson on the left side. Guarded by Rickenbacker. 4:40 to go. And it's knocked away by Reinhard. Cleared away by Kyle. Looks to make the turn. And a collision between Batterman and Campbell. But it still stays in. A nice pass to Chilionis. And 1-2 for Batterman. Can't keep it in play. Throw in for Polk State. 4 minutes remaining in OT. Makes a nice move. Is Miller. Chilionis with a collision between Altonen. Here's Esther Edwards, the senior. Dupree. Hernandez. Chilionis with a turn, finds Giancana. Couldn't get a touch on it. Deering drills it away, back to Kyle. And back and forth play, looking to keep it in. Less than 3 minutes to go now.
Yes, sir.
And Rickenbacker reads it well. And that one sails out. It'll be a throw in for Polk State. And the Rams will get the ball back with 2:22 to go. Oh no, in trouble. And that shot goes wide to the left. Less than 2 minutes to go. Finds Batterman. Trying to get past Campbell. Campbell wins it back. And it'll be a goal kick for CIU with 90 seconds to go in OT. On the left side is Politis. Crosses it, and it's knocked away by the Rams. 1 minute to go in OT. And with a corner kick. And a nice save. Got to get it out. And Womack dies at the right time. And a very dangerous spot there. 36 seconds remaining. Can the Rams make one last push? Here's Womack's kick. Drops it back. 20 seconds. Got to get it off here. Finds Batterman. Campbell knocks it back. 10 seconds to go now. Kyle. This is now fit for Batterman. With a push, Campbell drills it out of bounds. So that will end the game there, and it appears looks like that's the end of it there. So both teams will stay undefeated, but they will finish with a draw, as it'll be a 1-1 draw. Rams will move on to 4-0-1, while the Eagles will move to 2-0-1. Stick around. Our second game for the men's, they'll take on Bruton Parker following, well, just a few minutes. It'll be the Rams and Bruton Parker. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a packed sections field here tonight in Columbia, South Carolina. Welcome to Game 2 of our doubleheader, as tonight the men will take on the Barons of Bruton Parker College. Now, for both teams, if you just missed it, the women's were on the field earlier today. They ended in a 1-1 draw over Polk State. A late goal in the first set by Lana Batterman were able to equalize it, but were able to get it in to win the game in OT, as they had their second OT game in 3 matchups. For the guys, on the road Monday against Pima International, it was a true road test as they were down 2-0 in the first half. But a hat trick by Marcos and a late goal by Raheem Gordon sealed the deal for the wins and moved them to 4-0 in the season. Now, meanwhile, Bruton Parker 2-2 on the year, coming off a loss and hopefully looking to get back in the win column. Can they do it here tonight against the Rams at a packed out night? We'll find out shortly. We'll take it over to Dean Swift, our PA announcer for tonight's matchup. After our lineups have been introduced, anthem played, we're about to have another 90 minutes of Rams soccer. This time it's the men's turn. Can they go 5-0 here tonight against the Barons? Schlinus gets the nod for keeper. And for the Barons, it'll be Andrew Rico, a freshman from Hilton Head Island, who will be in goal for Bruton Parker as the Rams head into the final stretch of their early games before they head into AAC conference play. And don't forget, our first home game will be September 15th or September 18th against Truett McConnell. And Truett McConnell, the defending conference champs from the ACC on the men's side.